2016 is the 500th year of the Jewish ghetto in Venice. They're trying to do Merchant of Venice in the ghetto, which would be the first time that was ever done.
One of my contacts over there is Shaul Bassi, who is one of the Shakespeare professors at Ca' Foscari University, which is the big university over there, and he is in busy preparations for 2016, a whole year of events surrounding the 500th anniversary of the Jewish ghetto. So he called me about a year ago and asked if I could put something together on a low budget with some of our students, and he asked specifically for an American take on Merchant that could be done in a non-traditional theater space, really simply, no staging, no lights, no anything. Coincidentally, I'm also a big Orson Welles enthusiast, and he's celebrating his 100th year anniversary in 2015, so I just randomly thought, I wonder if Orson Welles has ever played Shylock. And what I discovered was a really remarkable story. Merchant was one that started when he was a teenager, that he became really interested in and obsessed with, and particularly the role of Shylock. And throughout his life, he kept coming back to it, trying to stage it, or trying to film it, or trying to do a radio version of it. And he would get so close, and it would always be taken away from him. I think if you follow the trajectory of Welles' life and career, there is a lot of overlap with the character of Shylock. There's a really interesting relationship between the two, and that's what we've sought to explore with this play.
Matt approached us with, I have this piece that I'm sort of trying out and I need to hear it and sort of hear it on its feet.
I knew it was going to be a challenging thing, and I honestly, that's what drew me to it more.
There's real merit in working on a play that's being written as we go, that's being crafted as we go, and that's not something a lot of student actors get to do.
In this production, we all play a lot of different roles and wear a lot of different hats.
So it's a lot of taking off hats and putting on this and taking off that and changing our voices.
Matt plays an older Orson Welles, Vinny plays a little bit younger, and I play the youngest from childhood up until about 30.
What this project does, and what we try to do in the theater program here at Moyne, is to give the students to put on a directing hat and a writing hat and a scenic designer hat and a lighting designer hat and an actor hat and all these things. So having a script that's still very much this kind of wet clay gives everyone a chance to get their hands in it and move things around and help to shape it. And I've been really fortunate to have these students on board who have these skill sets, and they might have been tentative about it at first, but now it would be difficult to think about this project without their input and collaboration.
1956, Orson Welles arrives at the Riviera Hotel in Las Vegas.
When playing Orson, we watched a lot of Orson Welles interviews, we watched a lot of movies like with Orson Welles or with Orson Welles look-alike to see what they did to try and do it.
I am a Brazilian newspaper journalist. I'm Oya Kadar. She's described as his muse.
Matt eventually said, well, we might be taking this thing to Venice. What do you think?
But don't get excited yet, because it's still in the works. And so he mentioned that he had approached some of the people on campus to give us some funding and help us out to go to Italy.
Between the GoFundMe and Matt's work and everyone writing all their stuff, it just worked out that we were able to get full funding, myself included.
What I've been amazed and so humbled to find is that every single person that I have asked for on campus have come through. They have delivered, and they've been able to bring a big piece of this to life.
Venice is one of my most favorite places in the world. There's nowhere like it. It's so enthralling to just be there and see all the beautiful sights. The architecture is beautiful.
Being fascinated by it, but also kind of haunted by it, and really learning the culture of this really unique historical place. It's always really exciting to be there with students, let alone to take a show.
So I've never been to Venice, so the city itself is very exciting. We've had 3 people that have been there. Matt's been there a ton of times and told us a bunch about it.
I think it's a remarkable opportunity for Moyne to be represented at a conference like this. The other people on the roster who are showing up are from Harvard, Yale, they're from the Shakespeare Birthplace Trust, they're from the Royal Shakespeare Company, and Moyne. I think it's great.
Moyne students are nimble. We're nimble students. We have an app for learning how to do things we have no idea how to do.
This building has taught me a lot, not just about theater, but about how you present yourself in the world.
The whole idea of, curious personalis, educating the whole person, makes us really open to learning anything, makes us really viable.
One of the greatest schools, I think, that I could have gone to, which was a place that I could do theater regardless of whatever major I was. And it would let me do shows and let me be a part of this this building and still explore other things.
We are agile and nimble and smart and clever and not entitled, and I think that's very much the Le Moyne ethos of our students and our faculty.
All the multidisciplinary skills I learned here at Le Moyne, using my abilities as an artist and my abilities as a student of a Jesuit institution to really give back, and that wouldn't have been possible without Le Moyne.